Well, education experts are calling a foul on basketball star LeBron James. It's time now for the other view. Well, James facing tough questions this Monday after it was revealed that not one eighth-grade student has passed a state math test in 3 years. Joining us now to discuss is our panel, the former vice chair for the New Jersey Federation of Republican Women and host of Money Talk with Melanie Collette, and Washington editor for The Spectator and author of The Snowflakes Revolt, Amber Athey. Great to have you both with us. Melanie, you have also, I believe, have been a teacher, if I'm not mistaken. What do you make of this, the LeBron James Family Foundation School?
You know, it was very interesting. I read about the school. There wasn't much substance there as far as their innovative methods that they're going to employ to help these kids. But I did notice that LeBron James is listed as a vice principal, which I also found interesting because it seems to me that there are people out there who think that teaching is super easy and anybody can do it. You know, LeBron James could go ahead and be a vice principal. So I am not surprised by the fact that the school is not doing well. You need to not only be innovative, but you have to hold kids accountable. And that is something that the public school system does not want to do, no matter how many iterations of telling people, make students victors, not victims. Stop telling them that the reason why they can't achieve is because they're put upon and they're problematic. And just knowing, you know, how LeBron James looks at the world, my sense is that is probably what they're doing at that school, and that's not going to get you to pass tests. That's not going to get the numbers up.
Yeah, LeBron's foundation, his family foundation, gives about $1.4 million a year to the school, which continues to still get about as much state funding and federal funding as other schools in the area. But the foundation says this. They tell WKYC that they're in it for the long haul. The ups and downs will, quote, continue to wrap around our students and their entire families so they can be successful in school and in life, no matter the challenges and obstacles that come their way. Now, of course, it is worth noting that the foundation also discussed the challenges the school and students faced during the COVID-19 pandemics. Amber, we know that, of course, that set a lot of kids and a lot of schools back significantly.
Yeah, that's true. I think the rub here is that LeBron James has basically touted this as about a charity, right? He's trying to boost his record of philanthropy, and yet about 75% of this school is still funded by the taxpayer. So they're actually on the hook for these failing students. And this is supposed to be a school that lifts up the communities that LeBron James claims are victimized by society, whether it's Black students or low-income students. And yet they are among the entire state, are the worst performing students in those groups across the board, the ones in LeBron James's school. And he previously said that he believed Black people were being hunted down in society. Meanwhile, there was actually a teen who was beaten to death in the very parking lot of this school. So I just see a ton of hypocrisy here. I feel like he's just trying to pad a resume and get people to forget about the many divisive racial comments that he's made about his support for China. By funding this school, and unfortunately his lack of care for it is really showing, and it's harming these students.
All right, final words, almost out of time. Melanie, it goes to you.
I also noticed while I was researching the school that there wasn't much by way of background as far as the principals and the teachers in the school, which I found to be stunning. I was like, what is going on here? Apparently the principal, one of the principals, is a member of the foundation. I mean, she worked in a school, at some point, but apparently not doing very well getting the kids past the bar.
All right, we do hope they get back on track because, again, it's all about education and we want them to succeed. Amber Athey, thanks for joining us.